We shot the ball about as well as I've seen a San Diego State team since I've been here shoot it in the first half. And it's contagious. I thought Chase has been shooting the ball so well in practice that every time he shoots it, you think it's going in. And we thought did a nice job against the defense that they played, and it can be confusing. Are they zone? Are they man? What are they doing for sure? But I thought we did a good job of spacing the floor and finding ways to get guys pretty clean looks, and we're effective with it. We don't guard well enough in the second half. That's evident. The last two games, when they're not able to hear from us, we don't guard well enough, and so we've got to not only talk to it, we've got to teach to it and show it. Bob Williams is a good friend of mine. He's got a good young team. I'll underline young. And 15 Williams is a load inside. I mean, he's big and strong and good. Boswell hurt us last year, won the game for them against Santa Clara, and was 7 for 10 from three-point range. He made some open ones, but he made some where we were all over him too. So I don't want to say it was all us not guarding. I want to say Santa Barbara did a good job attacking our post double. They knew exactly how to go and one to get that basket, and they fought and made shots. So I'm pleased that we're 7-1. We're going to take 2 days off as we get into finals week and get ourselves thinking as we move into next week about University of San Diego next Saturday. Happy about the way we're playing, though. Anything?
Coach, what do you take away from this in the sense that, I mean, they shot incredibly well. They out-rebounded you. They made 12 threes, and yet you still beat them by 14, and most of the game you're up by 20. I mean, is that maybe a shot across the bow towards other teams in that league that they can give you your best shot and still might not be able to be close?
Well, we shot incredibly well the first. They shot 41% in the first half, and we shot 60% to get that big lead. And they're a team that the last two games, they have taken more threes than twos, or close to it. They did that again tonight. We talked on that. When you have to give the kind of support that we did on Big Williams inside, it lends itself to getting open threes. And they spaced the floor with 4 three-point shooters, and that's what they wanted to do. If you don't double team Williams, he's going to shoot it. If you do, they're going to find a way to get a three. So they did a nice job scheming and game planning. But we got a good team. We made stops. We had runs. We gave them a 12-0 run in one stage to shrink a 27-point lead or whatever it was. But tonight, I never had the uneasiness in my stomach that we might not win as it was going down. I just was saying, what can we do to not give them so many easy baskets? And so that's partially on everybody, including me.
Coach, speaking of Alan Williams, he had a good game tonight. If this team, your team, would have a weakness, would it be defending against a talented big man like Alan Williams?
I don't know. I mean, we've played good big people in the past and done okay. So I'm not overly concerned about that. I'm not. I mean, he's their leading scorer, or right at it. They get him a lot of touches, and he scored. You got to find a way to do a little better job. I thought that the 50-50 balls that looked like they hit a hand and hit the floor, they got too many of them at their end. Looked like we're going to get the ball, it bounces off a hand, all of a sudden they get it and score on it. And he got 2 or 3 of those. So you got to get your knees dirty and scraped up a little bit by diving on the floor for a couple of them. I thought we didn't pursue those loose balls as well as we could have or should have or have in the past. That got it?
What does it say about your team that you had 5 guys in
We had 17 assists and 29 baskets. That's an unselfish team. We made baskets, though. You know, when we weren't getting assists early, we had some similar shots that we just didn't make. And now we've made them, and we look a little bit better, a little more flow with our offense. I think we've got guys that can make baskets. In fact, I know we do. So we just got to know what we're doing with how we spread out on the floor and get guys open shots. They, without us saying anything, did a great job when Chase made back-to-back baskets to get him a third look in a row. Xavier Thames, I'm yelling at him, but he can't hear me. At the end of the half, it's like 49 seconds to go in the half, and we just got the ball, and we're saying, go, get 2 for 1. And he drove and shot a little runner. We got it back on a turnover, and he hits a 3 at the buzzer. So we scored 5 points in the last, right at the end of the half, partially created by Xavier being smart and saying, we're going to get 2 shots at it. Even though my first shot wasn't a great shot, it went in, and it was an okay shot. So I like the leadership we're getting. My 6 bullet points, one of them was leaders lead. And I got to have that. We got to have that from Xavier and Jamal and Chase in particular, who are out there in the starting lineup.
And over this 8-9 day layoff, what are you guys going to try and accomplish?
Well, we'll put in a couple of new wrinkles offensively. We'll talk about what we're not doing defensively. We'll get a little healthier. You know, we got some guys that are nicked up a little bit like everybody does. Some you don't even know about that we're hopefully get them a little healthy as we have over a week off before we play again. And we'll focus hard on final exams this first semester. Our kids are, you know, they're involved in some hard stuff and got to take care of their business academically too. So they'll be balancing a lot of balls and hopefully doing it well.